Yeah. You duh. Yeah. You duh. You down with AIP? Yeah, you know me. Anything is possible to creed. The key on the mic. I'm the truth, no fantasy. Podcast flow, old school vibe guaranteed. AIP. Every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than a philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. Jumped on the beat like a classic cassette. Late night talk, the vibe you won't forget. Dropping wisdom gems, the grind is set. Every story told, ain't no limits met. You open the mind, the world opens wide. On this podcast, real thoughts collide. From the cooks in the kitchen to the suits we chide. Dreams get bigger when the truth's applied. Sip on success like it's poured in a mug. Real talk, no BS, no need for a shrug. In your ear like an anthem, snug as a hug. Tune in, feel the buzz, plug after plug. AIP, every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than a philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. AIP, every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than the philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. 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 Deep in the swamp where the secrets lay thick. Whispers in the shadows, they hit like a brick. Talking with the moon, got the stars in a twist. Truth or illusion, the facts get dismissed. Talking with conspiracy, whispers in the air. Truth in the trenches, but who really care? From the dirty south where the legends get made. Stories in the dark, watch the shadows parade. Slick tongues spin tales like a spider on a thread. Hood prophets preach knowledge while the streets stay fed. Voices echo deep where the rivers don't flow. Lost truths buried under where the cold winds blow. Heavy bass thump, got the block hypnotized. Mysteries unfold under blood red skies. Voices in the static, they creep through the scene. Street sermons spill truths, but they cut like a guillotine. Talking with conspiracy, whispers in the air. Truth in the trenches, but who really care? From the dirty south where the legends get made. Stories in the dark, watch the shadows parade. Blueprints of chaos in a world so deranged. Every word they speak got the vibe feeling strange. From pyramids to projects, the stories collide.
Welcome everybody to a emergency broadcast, or maybe you can say, I don't know, like Sam Tripoli's like to say, talking with conspiracy on a Saturday. What in the hell? Me and Jamie Grant just starting shit on a Saturday. Hell, you never know what we're gonna do right here.
Ricky, you sound like you've been yelling all day, cousin.
I have been yelling all day.
You sound a little hoarse.
Some people listen, some people didn't.
So we were at the jiu-jitsu tournament today for a new breed down in DeSoto County in South Haven, and Coach Ricky had 6-7 kids on.
3 teenagers and then about 7 adults, I guess. So about 10 all in all. So not bad. Not bad little group.
Yeah, I don't remember how many we had. I think we had 7, 8. Yeah, we had about 10 as well. 9 or 10. It was fun. I will tell you that I grappled against a 68-year-old dude, and Ricky Pike, that guy had some man strength, sir.
Old man strength is real.
My God, he was freaking strong. But I didn't tap out, and I went the distance, so kind of excited about that. It was fun, man. But I get home, and I get in my shower, and I sit down in my shower, and when I sit down, I kind of plop down. Dude, my right butt cheek hurts so bad right now. My God. I don't know. Maybe I popped one of them screws loose that's in my hip. I probably shouldn't be doing this shit, Ricky.
Exactly. People ask me, why ain't you doing it? I'm like, man, I'm already running around this damn place, one side or the other. about running over kids and stuff, and then had to turn around and focus on a match. It ain't happening.
Right,
It ain't happening.
right. So, how much news have you seen since you've been home?
I seen man, it's been man, we got chat and YouTube popped up quick.
Oh, did it
Also,
really? Let's get over
Sweets, I was asleep. My bad, Sweets.
there.
Oh, yesterday I see now. I was like, "What's up, Sweets? What's up, Miss Honeybee? Back again. Appreciate y'all. See what we
Oh
got going
yeah.
on. Rumble. Nobody on the Rumble yet, except for the lurkers. What's up, lurkers?
Hey, I'm glad we
Appreciate
have a
y'all
thing
too.
kicked off there already.
Yeah, we're good to go. I was trying to use the new Rumble Studio, and I don't. They got to work some more bugs out of it. We're gonna have to. I tried to use it for my lunch thing I did Friday, and no go on that too. So, uh, oh well. I'll wait a little bit longer, and maybe they figure it out. I'll try again on other days, I guess, and see what we can make it work.
Well, um,
But yeah, I seen a bunch of crazy stuff. People, representatives getting killed. But why is the left eating itself? Why is that
well,
continuing on here?
my understanding is that the person that did it, I'm sorry, check that, that the rep that got killed just voted against some agenda. Then I saw that the killer wore a latex mask. Then I saw he dressed up as a police officer and they're not going to release his manifesto now. But
Hmm.
I think the craziest thing I saw is that immediately his car is supposedly filled with these No Kings flyers. And people on the left are saying, "Whoa, it's a MAGA guy dressed as a," bro, first of all, it's very sad that someone lost their lives. Two people.
Absolutely.
In fact, there may even be more than two people from mixed reports are coming in. But these people are trying to incite something large, I believe, and you can't always go with what the media tells you right out the gate. Take a breath, let's figure out what's really going on,
Yeah. Count to
you
10.
know.
Wait a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm still trying to find out who this Daniel Hunter guy is. You know what I mean? So
The-
I did some research last night and I found this Daniel Hunter guy, which apparently is the major coordinator with the No Kings movement. And we kind of talked on this the other night while I was reading some of his stuff live online. But this dude's been all over the globe training, I guess, whatever his mindset is on, leftist ideology. But I think we need to find out who's funding this guy.
mm,
Daniel Hunter. He's got a website, danielhunter.org. Those of you that are some snoops can go check it out. And an interesting fact I'll bring up again. I brought up the other night when I looked up his website. His address goes back to the FBI field office in Cali or some shit, for the registration of the website. So, kind of
Interesting.
odd. I'm just saying, kind of odd,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
you know. I mean, but it could be like me when these spammers call me for security system, free security system. I'm like, yeah, I'm at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Come on down. If security gets rough with you, tell them I told you you could be there. Come on in.
Exactly.
Uh,
One of not one, the one of the interesting things I've seen. Um, I'm pretty sure I know you've seen it already, but the video of the representative who sadly lost her life. The After she signed that legislation, after she voted, she don't sound very well here in this video. Like she's about to cry, and she's um
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision. I know.
yeah,
she
she's a little
almost
distraught there.
she's very distraught there. It makes my conspiracy little freaking. I'm gonna make me a little conspiracy hat. I'm gonna put on be silly and shit. on stuff like that. But it's like,
So
I don't know.
apparently,
Throwing conspiracies out there. Just possibility. Did they tell that poor woman, well, you're about to get sacrificed to the good cause, or here's your chance to say goodbye,
right.
or it's just she was that emotional about voting that way on that bill that she's made that kind of I don't know.
This is kind of interesting. I'm just tooling through LA, right? Here's this post. Los Angeles protesters walk over trash and dying drug addicts in the streets chanting "fuck Donald Trump." Let me show you this one more time so that you can see this. These
I
people,
saved that same video.
like look at this, man. The dude, what is going on there? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he might be gone already. He ain't moving.
No, he's barely moving. But still though, And then when you look through this, they're saying that it's already been declared a riot. Here it is. Unlawful assembly. They're trying to move people out, back people out of the way. I've seen a bunch of these videos already, and they're already popping people with those 40 mics. Shooting those
Oh
freaking
yeah.
rubber
When you
bullets
get
at
close
them.
enough to them damn horses, are gonna fucking whoop their ass. You don't turn around, them horses don't turn around and kick them through the fucking walls.
Yeah, man. I got some concerns as the sun starts to go down.
Yeah, it's we I think we said made a hint towards it, or maybe I did. I don't know. We've been live so much this week. It's been kind of weird for me. So, but it might be the means to an evil way of, maybe that's what they want. They want it going crazy for they can lock some of these big cities down.
Oh wow.
Lock a martial law down and lock them down.
The New York Mets have chosen to display the pride flag in place of the American flag during the national anthem.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Guess
bro.
we're Yankees fans now. Hell, fuck it. They're
I don't
spraying
know,
PCP
man.
fog over the crowd. Holy hell, mission control.
And then you've got this video that just popped up earlier. I saw this one. These guys on these steps. Hold on, I'm always slow to do this.
Well, you good?
Screen. So this was on the federal building steps.
Okay, brother, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oops.
One dude's actually got some sense. He's telling
Yeah,
everybody
he's trying
back
to get
there.
everybody back up.
Yeah, I know with the military right there, they're gonna flip their ass up. They don't get the fuck back.
They always cover their faces. Like this chick here got her face covered.
Oh, did you see the video of that girl getting drugged?
No.
Oh yeah, you gotta see this. It gets better as the video goes on. I'll share this fine piece of. It's just insane, man. They're gonna, this truck right here, like they're gonna stop it. It's hilarious.
Bro, you can't stop a moving vehicle. What the fuck these people think?
And I mean, you could hear the guy, like, he's just idling and he's had to hit the brakes to keep from running over these ignorant son of bitches. But that's what, look at this, idle with a big fucking torque monster fucking diesel is. But yeah, these fine fucking people. Look at this fucking thing here.
She just chain herself to it or something? Look,
No, she just grab hold of it. She's gonna push that fucking light off.
Come on, Jabba.
What the fuck you call it?
Like Jabba the Hutt right there.
Yeah,
man.
Jabba the
Like,
Hutt.
Let my people go!
let my people go. Are you serious?
Yes, I thought it'd get better.
And she's so concerned about her face. She's keeping her face covered up. You know what I mean?
Oh, she uncovers the hook.
Get off the truck.
Yeah, I think she thinks she's Moses.
Get off the truck.
Oh, look at the cop like, come on. Yeah. It gets better when she starts telling him like, please don't kill me. Yeah. Don't kill me. Get the fuck out of the way. There's nothing you can do. You're not stopping that truck. Only thing gonna happen, you're gonna get fucking pancaked. The insanity.
This dude to the right of her, he's got like a hand on the hood and he's concerned about his phone. This chick's shoe is untied. I wish somebody would trip over her shoe. You know what I mean?
But you listen to the truck in a second, you hear it. He start hitting the brakes a little bit. He's just idling. Look, I cover up. Please don't kill my bald headed ass. Please. She got some death grip on that hood.
What's she holding on to? Like, what's she holding?
That's how you open that hood on that big truck. You know, you grab it and pull the.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's got to hold that motherfucker with a death grip.
This Caucasian female. Let my people go.
Let go.
Hey, this dude chewing bubble gum. This is just a scene. You know?
It is.
You know, what you do is you put your hand in between her arm, go up and over and grab her wrist.
It's about to happen. Because, it's about to happen.
Okay, good.
Yeah, a couple of cops come up to us and say, you'll see it. I don't want to ruin it for you here. It's half-ass funny. But it's like, and they finally just get fed up and say, fuck it. I don't know what he's doing. He's just hanging out, chewing his gum. Like you said, chewing his bubble gum. I'm protesting today, my gum.
There you go. Peel that fat bitch off there.
I told you, you're going to love it. I know you're going to look good. Now watch this thing. Uncle Fester's fucking niece here. She gonna get run over with a foot run over.
Just be careful and get off the street, guys. Be careful, all right?
You guys getting your toes run over? I'm telling you to get back. I'm telling you to get back. Get back. Get back.
Just freaking.
There she is again.
Off the vehicle.
Don't.
Get back. Get back.
He's having hell pushing that big old fucking. I don't know.
Off the vehicle. Off the vehicle.
We're good, guys.
These people are fucking retarded, bro.
Man, I don't know. There's something in the water. It is something in the water. But on a positive note, check this out.
Go back to that, please. Start over.
This is starting over.
No.
Where the hell I was at? I don't know where it was at. He'll come back to it in a second.
Oh, we got it.
I'm gonna freaking hold a damn grenade launcher.
She knows how to hold that gun.
Yeah,
She knows how to use that. See, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger right there, man. Sylvester Stallone. She knows what's going on. I don't think that's how you wear the sleeve.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And then it freezes. My goodness. That's a heck of a gun.
For sure. My cousin used to drive these tanks.
Oh, thank you very much for sending me the picture.
Before he retired.
Thank you, love.
There's an evil fucking thing right there.
Get a little bit higher. There you go. That's good.
Mental endurance, ladies and gentlemen. Things on the wall, so they don't have to hang up on the ground. Teammates are helping each other to make sure that they got what it takes to get all.
Oh, speaking of the Capitol building, did you see all them protesters and stuff got fucking arrested? They marched them off.
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah. Wait, do I have video of that? They broke into right there at the Capitol and stuff and ran up there. Oh, here's them jackasses. They busted the barrier down and went up to the Capitol and sat down. And he walked them off. I think I got the video of them breaking through. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I got a few videos. I've been collecting a few little things. I did see this that Luna says George Soros and Neville Signum were supposed to be called in to testify about
I saw
the
that.
riots. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess we play that real quick. Hell, right here.
What are we doing about it is the
Yeah,
question. Ask me
right.
what we're doing about it.
Okay. Yeah, because this is like alarming, right? Like I'm like, okay, so if you are actually able to name the person, when do the shackles come out? Because we've heard Holly banging the drums, you know.
So
about
Holly
this.
posted, Holly posted. So I want to give credit to someone specifically, two people. First person is the data Republican. She actually has been responsible for pulling all this data together, and she's actually who I saw this. And then also Laura Loomer was also the one that sent me the stuff on Code Pink and Singham's wife. But those two people, credit due where it's deserved. But what are we doing about it? So I actually talked to Comer, and we actually have a letter going out today. You'll see that come out in a story with the New York Post. But a letter going out from all the members of oversight asking Neville Singham to come in to testify. If Neville Singham does not come in to testify, Mr. Singham, if you do not produce documentation and come testify before Congress, you will be subpoenaed. And if you ignore that subpoena, you will go to jail because we will hold you in contempt of Congress. And Merrick Garland is no longer in charge. So we are going to ask for financials, and we are also going to be asking for him to testify. Now, Mr. Singham is not a registered foreign agent, and he is advocating for the government of China. That is illegal. It's known as a FARA violation. So as of right now, we will call him to testify. You'll see that date notice, and the process will play out. But he's not the only person that I've asked Comer to bring in to testify. I've also asked him to call in George Soros. Soros is an interesting twist in this because you have Neville Singham, who is a open Marxist, pro-China, and then you have Soros, who's an open globalist. Both end objectives are to take down the West and to fight what President Trump is doing, because he is literally the person standing in the way of that. And so their end objective, even though they're ideologically different in certain senses, is and target would be destruction of America. So we'll see if Comer bites on sending the subpoena to Soros, but either which way, every single time Democrats call for a subpoena and try to pull a parliamentary on Soros, I will then, or on Elon Musk, I will then try to pull the parliamentary on Soros. So they'll have to choose.
George Soros has been sowing these seeds for the better part of the last 3 decades. Why hasn't he ever been subpoenaed? Like, are Republicans just so weak?
You know, Benny, I think that this should have been done a really long time ago. Yeah, I'm only one member and I'm only one vote. We need more people up here with the same mindset. I think that there is probably, I'd say like a quarter Republicans would have no issue subpoenaing him. I think, though, that there are people that are scared about re-election, and George Soros is a billionaire. I actually fought George Soros funding in both of my elections. There were groups tied to him that came after me to the tunes of millions of dollars. But, you know, this job for me is so I can help the country. And so it is what it is. And I think that that's what they're concerned about.
Yeah, like it's like I was born in the 80s. Okay, I think we were both born in the 80s, and we grew up in a very different country.
Old.
We grew up in a very different country with different political parties. And when this son of a bitch got involved, suddenly it became like a globalist Marxist movement. Like everything changed.
Well,
like everything changed radically and horribly for the worse. It used to be like we agreed on a lot of stuff, actually, you know.
Here's a number that you should be telling people about. $270 million went from USAID funding to various Soros-controlled NGOs. And Elon Musk actually was on Joe Rogan talking about how Soros has been able to really take these small amounts of money in retrospect and turn them into these massive machines. And what I will tell you is that George Soros specifically, if you have taxpayer funded dollars going to that, when Elon went after USAID and then kind of uncovered the dirty tricks that the USAID was doing, all of that in itself, I don't think people realize how big of a deal that is. You know, people can get focused on the low level finger pointing, you know, Denver's Republican. Soros, you know, initially starting out, obviously, you know, he has an interesting story people should check into, but he is not ideologically an American. He might be by citizenship, but ideologically, he does not believe in American values. He's a globalist. He's pushing the Open Societies Foundation, wants no borders, is largely responsible for the mass immigration into Europe that has resulted in beautiful young women being raped, ideological warfare taking place. And to be clear, I would say it has been responsible for a destabilization. I mean, he was responsible for dropping the British pound and crashing it, has crashed many countries before. So, you know, if you watch Star Wars, he's basically the Sith Lord of the left.
Yes. He's like,
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, and you just go listen to the interviews. I mean, he'll tell you about how he got started. He'll tell you about like the darkness in his soul, that he doesn't believe in God, that he believes that he's God, and that and we know how that always ends, right? We know how that spiritual battle always ends.
God always wins. And God is real.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. Absolutely is crazy.
I'm looking up something right now. George. Why can I not spell George today? Oh, I didn't take it because it wasn't capitalized.
But there's lots of videos on old buddy or Soros, you know, talking about his Nazi ties and what he was doing in Germany and when he was a kid and all that kind of and the stuff, and he enjoyed doing. And so, and if that's who they want. That's
here we go.
Wants to control that kind of thing.
Here we go. Whole list, bro. Check this out. So what I asked Grok is I said, hey, give me a list of countries that George Soros has been involved with the manipulation of their dollar. The UK 1992 event known as Black Wednesday, September 16, 1992. Soros and his quantum fund bet heavily against the British pound, shorting approximately 10 billion worth of sterling. Caused it to crash, right? The devaluation led to economic turmoil, high interest rate, social unrest in the UK. Thailand, 1997. During the Asian financial crisis, Soros is alleged to have shorted the Thai baht against its peg to the US dollar. Malaysia, 1997, during the same crash. Indonesia, same crash. South Korea, same crash. So apparently in 1997, they hit Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and South Korea. And then in 1997, they hit Japan as well. They also, in 13 and 14, hit Japan. 98 hit Hong Kong. 98 hit Russia. You know, how is Soros?
Did you see the Hungarian government has announced they're releasing a documentary exposing the U.S. AID scandal tied to Hungarian government is releasing a documentary on how Democrats funnel money through U.S. AID to George Soros to promote Democratic agendas such as illegal migration, transgenders, and war stances.
So this is wild. I say, how is Soros involved in the protests and riots involved in the United States or going on in the United States? It says George Soros, through his Open Society Foundation, has been repeatedly accused of funding protests and riots in the United States, particularly by conservative commentators and conspiracy theorists. So it's all just a conspiracy. These claims often center on his financial support of liberal and progressive causes. Key accusation and events. Ferguson, 2014. Apparently, they talked about some of these groups receiving OSF funding, which is the Open Society Foundation, but says there was no, true connection. Then Black Lives Matter and George Floyd protests in 2020, the anti-Israel Palestinian protests in 24, the Los Angeles ICE protests here just in June. Right now. So, says he was involved in the 2017 Women's March that were tied to the 2018 Kavanaugh confirmation process and protests. I don't know, man. Says Open Society Foundation's role. Soros has donated over $32 billion to OSF, which funds initiatives in over 120 countries, including U.S. programs on criminal justice reform, racial justice, and democratic governance, while OSF supports groups involved in advocacy such as BLM or SJP. I don't know what that is. Grants are typically for organization capacity, policy work, and community organizing. So it says not direct protest funding, claims of paying protesters. Yeah, are unfounded. Get out of here. I don't know, man.
Now we
I
won't
don't
pay
know how
you
much
just to
is
bust you
real.
in there. We'll just bust you in there, everything.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question
Right.
since I just come across this as well. What's going on in Israel, and why is the Iron Dome not working?
They don't want it to.
Kind of interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not sure why they were able to get. They were able to. It's supposed to be the most high tech, bad son of a bitch. Stop anything in the world, unless they're wanting. Man, I've seen a bunch of videos on that lately. It was sitting there. Even though Israel attacked Iran first, it's still Israel isn't it good? Man, I don't know. I think they want the U.S. intervention. They want the U.S. to do the step in, and I hope to God Almighty that never happens.
Right.
It's looking bad. It's looking terrible. Because once there's lots of pieces are going to fall in, and it's going to turn sideways very, very fast. Man, we are hitting all the topic parts on my title today. I knew we would.
Man,
But
I didn't even see the title. What?
I know you didn't. It's just one of them things. Yeah, the title was "No King's Protest: State Representative Killed and World War III Threat," and we are hitting all the bullet points tonight. Yeah, it's it's scary. I mean, it really is. Not the gloom and doom protest or
Right.
make people think that it's not that's going to happen, but it don't look very promising. Yeah, they're looking for us to come in, and then you got Korea and China talking about North Korea, of course, China, you know, help it out. Then
Do you
you're gonna
feel
add
like
Mother Russia over there, and it can turn into an absolute fucking shit show. And over, and it's funny. I think we've done before in our history that we've gone into World War One and possibly World War Two. You know, we have like Vietnam. We've had false flags. We've had
right?
shit that didn't happen, and they're like, "Hey, this happened, so we can go." I don't even think they're going to do a fucking false flag. I think they just like, here, we're going to do this, and we're so we can do where the fuck we want, and you're going to do what we want to choose to do, and I think that's what the point they to the point is right now. They're like, fuck it, we're
Right.
going to do what we want to do, and we are going to come help us by hell or high water, and because Netanyahu has had a hard on for the fuck with Iran the entire time he has been in power.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, let's, and they've been planning this shit for years. They said for what they did, they infiltrated down in there, and they've been doing this shit for years. The other interesting thing on this, did you see after it said after 60 days? Trump said back in April 11th, I think it was. I got it saved somewhere. I think I got it saved. After April 11th, Trump had said that we only had 60 days left, or it was going to be hell for Iran if they didn't come around on the peace talks. Of course, the people that got killed are the ones he was talking to. Yeah. Actually, I talked to it on my lunch special, lunch thing Friday. It was April 11th. 63 days later, Israel strikes. It says Trump tells Iran, make a deal or it's war. 63 days later, I'll show the little 63 days later, fucking Israel strikes Iran. Is that a quinkadink?
No, bro. No, bro. Listen. If you listen to the Q people, every time he misspells something or capitalizes something, he's putting out some secret message, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yeah, I mean, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. I think that for Israel to go do what they did, they have to have approval. You know what I mean? I don't think they definitely had to let the U.S. know, what the fuck they were going to do. I think so. Right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean they have to kind of give some kind of thing and saying, hey, um, we got to give us some kind of thumbs up for it, or and we are the military, we are the. I'll watch my terminology, I guess, but we are the military of Israel. We've been like that, Um, you know, that's why it's kind of like, if you look back in USS Liberty, and they turn around and they try to sink that ship to possibly get us to go fight their war in Egypt for
right.
them. Um, and now later on, we know that kind of a cover up and everything, blah blah. And they covered it up. And the only reason they stopped shooting the poor damn thing was because they run out of missiles and they run out of bullets. The only reason they stopped shooting the fucking ship.
Right. Right. Well, you have to recognize that not everything you're being told is being portrayed accurately. What's the old picture where one person looks like they got a knife, but really it's them running away? It's all how
Mm-hmm.
all how they paint the image for you. You know, don't trust the media.
Yeah, I posted that picture there. I had it on my Facebook, and I posted it up in I think it was in one of the discords. But yeah, I had it posted, but I think from like 2015 or something.
Right.
Mm. It's funny walking back like Facebook memories and realize a lot of stuff is, they took down. It's like the posts are down. You just see comments and the whatever it was is gone, but some of the stuff is still there, and it's funny to see how long I've been really talking about this stuff. It's just not on the platform that I am now, but yeah, I've been talking about this stuff for a long, long time. Um,
Yeah. I, if anybody's been calling it for a long, long time, I think we have.
Hey, for last year, we've been pretty good. I don't know if we're on Alex Jones level yet, but by God, we have predicted some future.
Well, we're the kind of people that pay attention to patterns, and when you recognize that you're seeing a repeat pattern, of events that we've seen 20 years ago and time again. I mean, a lot of these, it sounds sad that I'm going to say it like this because it's going to mean I'm old, but a lot of people don't understand. When the Arab Spring was happening in the 2000s, most of these people that are chapping their lives away online are only 35 years old. You know what I mean? 30 years old. They were 10, 12, 15 years old when the entire North African, Middle Eastern regime change happened through Saddam, Gaddafi. They tried to take out Bashar, and then
Libya, Syria.
right, man. I mean, and then through the Congo, some of these political leaders were getting murked through Central Africa as well. So don't just forget about I mean, don't just think that the Arab Spring was just linked to Northern Africa. There was shit that happened down in Central Africa as well that really didn't get reported on because it didn't make international news.
Right.
When you have political assassinations of political leaders, there's a lot more going on than, especially when it's happening multiple times, time and time and time and time and time. The fact that we created most of these governments we've toppled.
And took them back down. We put them up, put them back down. Hell, Iran we did. Right before I was
70,
born.
78,
78, 79, right there around the time. That's if you look, and then we won't say they're not needed no more. They pulled them back down. If you look back through in history, and a lot of it, especially if you start digging into some of these declassified missions and projects and stuff, and you see, and it's like, okay, that was going on then. It's probably 10 times fucking worse now. What's going on? At least, because hell, they get technology to do even more crazy stuff.
Right.
Absolutely, even more crazy stuff with the technology.
Right. Yeah, I think. Oh, dude, and then that freaking post today where they talk about Meta, OpenAI, Planeteer, and fucking Microsoft or Google or who the fuck ever. They're all now. Hey, you're sworn in. You're a lieutenant general now. You're part of the military. I mean, dude, listen, I support Donald Trump, man, and I try to get behind, the vast majority of what's going on, but I got a lot of fucking questions about that. After September 11, the government played on everybody's emotions to pass the Patriot Act. And the Patriot Act is one of the most fucked up things that could have ever happened to us as U.S. citizens, because now it gave the government the authority just to listen in on you whenever the fuck they want to. And now when you talk about this open AI and this meta thing and, fucking Planeteer, they've got the ability to pull the data from your phone. Dude, they're doing it now. They're doing it to the protesters already. Somebody is an independent, wealthy man somewhere out there right now is buying up this data record of all the people that are at these protests, and they're trying to identify who's there, and they're doing a fantastic job of it. These are the same people that pulled all the 2000 mule data when Dinesh D'Souza made that film where they geofenced the drop boxes and they found all the cell phones tracking in and out of the drop boxes. Listen, people, every time you go to the fucking grocery store, your phone knows it. It knows what aisle you're in. It knows how much time you spend in that aisle. It knows what time of day you regularly go to the gas station, and it tracks your movements and everywhere you go. That data is the wealth of knowledge that the government needs to pin your ass down.
It's like them apps, like them apps with the gas. You'll save 15 cents a gallon or whatever if you use this app. Every time you use it, that's all.
They're
that's the reason they
tracking
can
the
do it.
fuck out of you.
You're selling their data is how they're making. That's how they can give you 15, 25 cents for fucking every gallon because they're fucking making buku's money on all the information they get. I bet you can fucking go on Snapchat right now and pull up the maps on Snapchat. And you can see fucking ridiculous of all the live stories, and that's more data right there, like you said, that's showing, hey, this is who here. Here's the people who are there. It's 1984 is fucking here, buddy. Joey, we are working towards idiocracy. I swear that movie was a documentary. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say 1,000 more. It is absolutely a documentary. Hell, like the kid, there's videos of the kids doing the same shit where they were trying to put the little blocks up in the fucking little square holes and shit. It couldn't do it. There's kids that can't do that shit now in school because they're so fucking tablet infused. I ain't gonna call my buddy out, one of my guys out, everything, but we're we had Noe over there teaching the other day.
Right.
And he was talking about, all right, 12 to 6. So if you got, 12 to 6, so, if it was talking about 12, he said, well, you need to take them at 10 o'clock. And my guy took him to the opposite direction. So I got an old school looking clock. It's a cool little, it looks like it's got a picture of a dumbbell on it. So I carried the clock over here and I was like, look, see, this is 12. This is what he was talking about right here. He's like, oh, okay. And there's like this young generation don't know nothing about no hands and a clock and a little, Mickey Mouse watch looking at shit. They don't know nothing about that there. It just made me laugh, and I pulled it out and I was like, look, and then I was doing it as a joke at first, but the look he actually needed it. I mean, it was like, man, that's crazy. It blows my mind.
Right.
It blows my mind what I learned in school and what they are not learning in school. And they're learning the garbage instead of they're pulling the good stuff out. It makes fucking sense, and they're feeding these poor kids and what's fucking bullshit. And it's crazy. Indoctrinating. I mean, I'm sure we had some indoctrinating bullshit we were fed, but it is on another atmosphere of what they're fucking pouring in these kids now. They've turned it up. I heard years ago that that they were behind at one time, that they had a plan, like a long, of course, this has all been working. If you believe, the Bilderberg, Illuminati game plan here,
right?
Long term, they're playing long game right here, and their long term game plan is what they've been working on. Is back in the late 90s. In 2000 right there is when they realized they were behind schedule of what they wanted to accomplish. So that's why after 9/11, and one of the reasons for 9/11, they were able to fucking turn everything up to 10 and start magnifying everything. And you think about it, after 9/11, it did everything turned up to 10. You think about all the being able to the spying on everybody.
Remember how quick they made America mad at Muslims?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was an entire hate campaign to dislike, anybody that was a Muslim,
Yeah, and poor gas guys that own gas stations there for a little bit. They were on needles because hell, it was
right.
they were like, it didn't even matter like if if you had Pakistani people, and it just like you said, they were like, well, you're not American, so I hate you, and they wanted, harassing people. It was like, man, holy shit.
Right.
It turned sideways so fast. And then there's a reason for it. And they keep doing it right now. They did it now a couple of years ago. And I think they're talking about, I think it was the truth now, anyway, like kind of what Sam Tripoli was talking about.
Right.
You turn around and like, okay, you hating the Muslims for a while. Then they turn around and shoved all the gay and all this stuff, and
now we're hating the gays. Now we're hating the Jews. Now we're hating, it's
now
just now we're hating the Palestinians, and
yeah, now you pull that back, and well, now you're illegal, undocumented. That's the new all the other stuff is going away. They're not worried about it as much. Now it's this right here. It's just like whatever they can fucking flash in your face and throw it up here, and it's like. Of course, it's a divide and conquer. Absolutely
right.
divide and conquer. And they just keep flashing these different people. So more and more they can control our mindset.
Right.
Yeah, the Rockefellers and the education system. Absolutely.
Bro. It's scary to see the way. All right, so they say they don't want religion in schools because they don't want religion. But these other things that they do, they push at you as if it's own religion. Like there are people in the LGBT community that's all they talk about. That's all everybody has to know my identity, especially the people that play the pronoun game. You know what I mean? They want to tell you how you're to address me and like we're worshiping them. And just let me tell you, man, look, I don't play the pronoun game. Don't come at me with that shit. Okay, because I don't care. I don't care about your feelings, and I'm not here to cater to you. So stow that shit. I found a video around 1:30 this afternoon in I assume it's Detroit. The Detroit Highwaymen showed up around 1:30 p.m. Saturday, June 14 at the No Kings protest in Clark Park. A member of the group punched a protester, breaking his nose, and organizers worked to de-escalate the situation. Okay, well, what happened here? Let's see what Josephine got to say.
Family-friendly event. You're not down here for no family-friendly event. You obviously down here for some bullshit. No, back up. Hey. Hold what you do. Hey, everybody pull back.
They ain't got no mask on,
They came in here.
No.
Doesn't matter. We're wearing all black. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Hit the one guy. Go back home. Go back home.
Here comes this dude.
No, don't grab the OG now. Hell.
Fascists go home. Oh, Nazis go home.
Yeah. I think it's both. What you guys are Nazis? What are you talking about? Ain't talking about some fucking Nazis.
And that's just play the word game.
That's the only word they know right now. That's the favorite word right now.
Fascist, Nazi.
They don't know even know what the word of it is. They don't even know. They truly don't have no fucking clue.
Here you go. You ready for this? Recent polling across 24 countries, excluding the U.S., by Pew Research Center, found that the majority of 28,333 adults polled had little to no confidence in President Donald Trump's abilities to lead on a battery of specific issues. So here's the deal. Why do I give a fuck about what somebody in 24 other countries thinks, Ricky Pike?
I don't know.
Okay. And why should our American media give a fuck what they think? You know, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Something's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of crazy, want to see something funny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where did the video go here? Protesters there, I'm almost back up there to it. The protesters in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, predominantly African American community, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see here? What is missing?
Where the black people at, bro?
This is ATL.
Where are the minorities at?
One.
Do you feel like they cleared out an old folks home again? I see a lot of silver hair and walkers in that crowd.
It does seem that way. A lot of these protests and stuff you've seen lately, if you haven't noticed that, it's a lot of elderly individuals every time. Like when it's something like
insane,
that,
bro.
But there's two. Hot damn.
They're really showing their diversity now.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's three little kids.
Yeah, they made them come out.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, that's ATL here. I mean, better than hey Shadow, you want to come be part of this? Yeah, they won't. Yeah, it's. Is she in the camera? Oh, there.
Hey.
What up? No. Not yet.
What blew up there?
What do I have video of? Oh no, this is over there in Israel and Iran. One of them over there is getting hell shit blown out of them. It's crazy. Yeah, it's kind of like here, here in Memphis. They had hundreds, a community of 600 and something thousand people. Hundreds of protesters. So, yeah, we had hundreds and hundreds of protesters. Yeah, the shadow is here. I don't know if you can kind of see the shadow. Yeah, the shadow. The shadow knows. Yeah, shadow. Come on. Just knock it. That's why I don't like it. I think it did, Joey. It should have uploaded because I was able to do something with it. I just seen your message there. But yeah, it's a wild time for sure going around in the world. Keep your head on.
So the protest in LA was declared an unlawful assembly earlier.
Yes.
Actually, it's saying now, and just like that, it's now a full-blown riot. Yeah, the Marines are taking a guy down. I just see this video. Yeah, man. You know, and I'm going to tell you, if we learned anything about rioting, I just want to bring up the name Reginald Denny. Okay. You don't stop. You don't let people pull you out of your vehicle. You do what you can to get out of there. First of all, don't pull yourself in a bad situation in the first place. But, you know, if that happens, get the fuck out of there. Because if you get pulled out of the vehicle, it's bad. So be careful out there.
For sure, for sure.
Tear gas being deployed in LA. I'm telling you, bro, I think they're going to make California the battlefield.
It seems that way.
I don't think you're going to have Civil War level shit, but I think you are going to have some skirmishes where guns are going to be involved. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Arab Spring started with an event that happened in a village where some kids got beaten. Social media calls of action came. The rioters showed up. They battled with local law enforcement. It went to federal enforcement. And then they rioted in a whole fucking city. And the next thing you know, people got murked. People were mad at the government. They rioted and protested against the government. And then all these countries fell. They're trying it here, bro. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They are trying it here.
I forgot UFC's on tonight.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I don't even know who the main event is tonight. I'm packing for Mexico, bro. Oh, so now's a great time to let you know. Hi, I won't be on next week.
Hey, did you see that video with the cartels there in Cancun? I sent you.
It's an old post.
Is it old post?
It's
I just seen
old.
it real quick, and I was like, "Holy shit! Let me send it to you real quick." I was like, I think it was late at night too. I sent it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, there's some major protests going on, man. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's just hope that. Damn, 8 minutes ago, here's some shit out of Philly. Let me go ahead and put this up because the media is going to tell you that there's nothing going on. You know, they're going to pretend like absolutely nothing is happening.
No, nothing to worry about.
You know, don't worry about anything. Everything's just hunky dory. Let's see what goes on here. Damn, sue him.
God bless America. That's the city of brotherly love. What's going on there?
Bro. Oh, I think I'll throw him one more time. No.
Yeah, switch to that clip.
I wonder how many of those people right there that's the first time they've ever gotten any physical activity.
Some of them, that one there looks like it's hurting. That one in the pink mask, she wasn't doing very well. That one.
I like how the person in the wheelchair has their face covered, like, hey, don't recognize me. Insane, bro.
It is, man. It is. Yeah. But yeah, man, we can. I know you gotta start packing and everything, and I'm glad you came on and we done this real quick before you left, so you can get your talk here.
Yeah. Because I'm going to take my laptop with me. I'm going to take my headset with me as well, but I give you no guarantee that I will be on Wednesday.
I was on vacation. I wouldn't be studying this either. Ow. These little toenails are.
Well, Whitney's in here packing alone. Let me go in here and start helping her so I can make myself useful.
No, all right. Well, do your shout out real quick. Go ahead, do
Yeah,
your
man.
spiel real quick.
Man, I appreciate you guys always for following along. The regulars that get on here all the time, man. Sweets and everybody else in the chat. Thank you. Let's see. Adaptability Home Services. Hey, we got this home health, not healthcare. I'm sorry, non-medical home care services. We try to help cripple people like myself and Miss Whitney. After today's jiu-jitsu tournament, I'm kind of crippled myself, Ricky Pike.
I imagine.
I'm sore, cousin. I'm sore. I'm too old and crippled for this.
Yeah, the old rock climbing summer gun was Old Man Street rock
Oh
climbing.
man, dude! Oh my God, he had some freaking strength to him, dude. But it was fun, man. I thought it was cool that when Cage, I could listen to Coach, and I did a couple things he told me to do, which made me happy. Probably made him happy too, because he gets tired of talking to nobody.
It's hard sometimes. Like you try and get somebody to do it.
He's like, turn into him. I'm like, oh shit, I know what to do there. Let me roll over and turn into him. Get up, Jamie. Take his back. Oh, I can do that. I can do that.
I was trying to watch for a little bit, but man, my guys are going all at the same time. I'm running.
Oh yeah,
like,
man. Fuck.
Try to shake this kid's hand as I'm running to the other side of the building.
To the other side of the mat. Yep. Right. Well, I appreciate you, cousin. Listen, man, have a great weekend. Be safe. All you guys out there, be safe, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in on this short minute notice. And man, peace in the Middle East. I'll see you guys soon, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Much love.
Appreciate everybody. Everybody in the chat, and I'm gonna get out of here too. I think Wally said he might be going live in a little bit. You know, see some who knows what Wally's gonna be doing. Wally's World 420 there. You can check out his page, whatever, and he's gonna be having fun. Much love to the, this kind of the last minute, like, hey, let's do this, and we turned around and we did it. So yeah, y'all check out Wally's World's channel, 420 channel. He has some fun on there, and he's gonna be going live in a little bit. Appreciate Dave's Waffle House for popping in, for him lurking in the background. Much love to him. He's always shouting us out. And like, I know Friday I made sure I shouted him out on my lunch show. Check out all the links in the description. Make sure you like and share and all that good stuff. And man, like I said, I appreciate y'all, and it's fun. It's cool that I've been going live. We've been 3 days straight in a row. We had live, and everybody's had a good group every time. So that's pretty cool. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you west of the shore and on Rumble, and North Vixen popping in. And yeah, this is kind of a last minute show. We're just sitting there on the way, and we've seen all the chaos. Like, hell, we'll throw something together real quick, especially with Jamie going out of town. So subscribe and hit that little bell, because it's going to be lots of little, we might do this more, especially once I get to the new spot. There'll be more of this and everything. So much love. I appreciate y'all. And it's always keep on keeping on, and peace and chicken grease. Much love to you all.